After Mr. Trump's press conference yesterday, he had made this reference to crowd size regarding Martin Luther King Jr. and him, January 6th versus the I Have a Dream speech. And a lot of reporters have some things to say about it. A lot of people have some things to say about it, and so do I. I would like to compare content rather than actual crowd size, which could be important for some, but for me, it's not. Let's take a look at the first few sentences of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech and compare those to the first few sentences of Trump's speech on January 6th. I'll just go through the first two paragraphs. Let's start with Mr. Trump on January 6th. Media will not show the magnitude of this crowd. Even I, when I turned on today, I looked and I saw thousands of people here, but you don't see hundreds of thousands of people behind you because they don't want to show that. We have hundreds of thousands of people here, and I just want them to be recognized by the fake news media. Turn your camera, please, and show what is really happening out here, because these people are not going to take it any longer. They're not going to take it any longer. End quote for Mr. Trump's first paragraph in his January 6th speech. Now, I do have to comment that the first 30 seconds of Mr. Trump's speech have not been written down in a format that I can read through because the microphones weren't working. So, Dr. King, I Have a Dream speech by the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. at the March on Washington, 1963. We'll just do the first couple paragraphs. I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. 50 years ago, a great American, in whose symbolic shadow we stand today, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. So that's his first two paragraphs compared to Mr. Trump's. So those are different.